I don't understand. Like, it's really going to burst if I don't take it out. That's all. Like, look at this. Only my partner. Welcome to another week in the life of Chefkoffs. It's nice to be here again. So this week we're working on focaccia bread, ciabatta, pizza dough. We're making pizza, and I'm still going to work on piping. So we got to class, measure all the ingredients. I started mixing because it was a really fast class. I started mixing different dough. I think this was my focaccia, and I started folding because I could remember in the last video I tried explaining why we need to fold our dough every 30 minutes. That's because these are breads that are not baked in a pan, so you're trying to fold it so it will keep shape when you're doing that. And this me piping, because it was a really fast class, and most of the things we had to do need to rest, and it's just something you need to allow preferment a bit. Yeah, I'm right. So that was my piping, and I went back to making my dough. You see, this dough that was really okay. This is the pizza dough, because every dough I made that it was too sticky, soft, and everything. But this one that looks so firm is a pizza dough. Yeah. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You guys. So I got back to piping because the first one I did wasn't good. So I had to do it again. I'm so sorry this skip happened to me, but don't worry. I'm going to get to the stage when I pipe once. The chef would have no choice than to say, oh my God, you did it well. So I'm working on that. So this is my bread. I think this is my ciabatta bread. Yeah, because I had so much dough on my table. Yeah, so I think this is my ciabatta bread. I'm also shaping it, and it was going fine as I wanted. Just take a look and see how it's all done. Just keep on watching. So that's me shaping my ciabatta bread, because this is the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be just a kind of square bread. Yeah, square bread. So this is what I was telling you when I said we don't, it's not put in a pan. So that's why we were folding and all that. So this is the pizza dough. I'm measuring my dough, me and my partner's own. And after the measurement, we rolled it to a shape to allow it rest. I don't know if I'm going too fast, but you can see what I'm talking about. Like, after measuring it, I rolled it to a shape. I allowed it to rest because I don't want to develop the gluten in it. I allowed it to rest for a few minutes. Yeah, was it few minutes? Yeah, few minutes. That's what we call it. So I allow it to rest, and it was like I really liked it though. Let me be honest with you, because it was one thing that did not stress me. All that it was just doing sticky, 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 sticky. Well, you know why it's sticky? I didn't tell you that. I forgot. It's a sourdough bread. So all those bread we had to use starter in it, and that was the starter I was showing at the first video that really stressed me. What will I call it here? That was the starter. So after rolling it, I allowed it to rest. Oh, okay, my partner brushed it with oil just so it does not get sticky when we cover it. Like, so it does not get sticky to the wrap we used to cover it. And this went straight to the refrigerator. Yeah, we had to allow it to rest for a very long period. So I made a mistake at first. It rested till the second day. Yeah, I'm so sure of that. So that's it. And right here, these are focaccia bread. So we measured it and so even the focaccia bread rested for a long period to get the flavors that we wanted. So that's me measuring my focaccia bread. And then it's also focaccia. Yeah, we did two different types of focaccia. Yes, the first one was the regular focaccia. We know that we're going to put the normal olive oil. We put half rosemary. Like the first one was the normal focaccia, that white bowl, and this second one was called Siaksta. Oh my god, I'm sorry I did not pronounce it well. But it's called Siaksta. Okay, I'm going to get a place to put the name. But that's what I'm shaping here. And this one we had to use grape. Yeah, grape and some herbs. That was what we used. So it was different from the savory focaccia. This was the kind of sweet focaccia. So that's it. And look at our ciabatta bread. It's proof and ready. This is me and my partner trying to transfer it to what do I call it? I don't know what to call it. I'm sorry, it's skipping my mind right now. But because we're baking in a deck oven, it's in the oven. We're not baking it in a pan. Do you understand? So it's going into the oven like this. So we have to transfer it into this wooden stove, and we took it to the oven. So it is baked with a steam. Yes, that one was open, so we try package them together. But you will see the effect of this breakage at the end though. Don't worry, because that side of the bread didn't double the size the way it was meant to do. It's a very delicate bread, and that's all I can say about it. And it is baked with steam. So these are focaccia bread, everything. We put the herbs, this meat dicing. I was slicing. I don't know if I'm the only one, but every time I have to slice, dice, or work on anything that would make me show my knife skill, like I'm always so happy. And in my head, I'm like, okay, give it to them. Like, try your best, do it, because we're learning. So I'm just trying to be sure, yes, I can do it well. I can say now that I really like dicing. So this is me really feeling myself. I like dicing well. I was being careful Me they no go cut my finger. Me I no go cut my fingernails. But I'm always happy when I have to work with knife. I try to practice along the way. So that's it. We chopped all the herbs that was going to be in it. In the focaccia, we put sage, rosemary, garlic. Yeah, I think that's all we put. And look at the mixture in the olive oil. And was I the one that topped it? Okay. My partner. Oh my God, did I just say? My partner brushed the focaccia, and then we move on to the next. Look how nice it is. Like this thing is so flavorful. I don't know, but it was. Let me say the mark. I think that was a 95 boundary for me. Look at this ciabatta bread. And chef cut some for us to have a taste of it. Like, I really like it. It was crunchy outside and it was very fluffy inside. Like, I love it. To be honest and candid, I love it. And that was all we did for that day, and we left the class. Look at my face. I was super tired. I can't lie, I was tired on this day. So it's the next day in class, and we had to finish the pizza, the shiata, and the focaccia. Look at my focaccia after relaxing for a long while. Like, look at it, it's so nice. And we had to mix another dough. That's me measuring my starter. Yeah. So there's something, this starter of it. So this is my first time ever working with starter. And I must be honest with you, the starter stressed me a bit. So, I reserved this gist. So, the starter stressed me a bit. I started the starter which day, and it died the second day. I was really sad. Yeah, I told you in the last video, I was really sad. I started the second starter, and now I know why your starter has to be active. Like, I felt proud of myself after working on this starter. Now I know how important starter is, because I worked in my workplace. There is one chef that had starter, and the way she was always carried the starter like a baby, I used to laugh at her, no lie. But now that I had to do it myself, I know that that starter is a baby. They don't explain to you, because how do you explain that you did something that was supposed to double the size and suddenly the thing die, or it's double the size already and it died? Well, I found my way through it, though. I found a way that it won't stress me, and even the feeding, everything. I found a very perfect way for me to do it. So these are our these are she's hey. I'm sorry. But these are she actor bread, and that's me putting grape in it. So I told you this is like the sweet version of focaccia. The one we did the first time was the savory one. So just enjoy it. Okay, so after doing that, I had to blend my wheat for my next class, because we're working on wheat bread, and then we had to make the pre-ferment. So I have to use my wheat for my pre-ferment since it's a wheat bread. So this is me blending my wheat to not so smooth texture. Yeah, look at the wheat, it's fine. I like it. So this is me blending it. I was grinding it to a not so smooth texture. Yeah, look at it. Look at how good it is. And then I had to chop my cheese for my pizza. Because what is pizza without cheese? I don't know what that is. So this is me. I shaping my pizza dough. I really tried my best to get the flipping they do on the edge. Okay, but honestly, I could not do it, and that's why I could not capture that moment. So after that, I put in my tomato base on it, and after putting the tomato base, I went ahead with my cheese. And you know me now, I like cheese, so I try to put a lot in it. So this the one for the goat cheese, and the other one went with the other cheese. It's a cheese ball, yeah. So it went with the other cheese, and that is on it. And after that, I went ahead to bake my pizza. Yeah, I went ahead to bake my pizza. Like, look at it. Look at it, very nice. And after baking it, I put my greens on it. I hope it's not what's in my mind that is in you guys' mind. And after that, I made my fugazi, and this me trying to shape it because this was the shape as illustrated by our chef. So this me trying to get the shape along just the way he said it. So this my fugazi was too long. That's the number one thing I didn't do well in it. It was too long, and me trying to get the shape. I'm so sure the shape didn't come out well when I baked it because it's kind of glued together, but it was nice. It's a very tasty bread also. Like, it was a really nice bread, and I think that's all I will say on it. I put in my olive oil on it because you don't egg wash this bread. Yeah, not number one. You don't egg wash it. Yeah, so when I finished up with that, I baked my focaccia. Yeah, I baked my focaccia, my ciabatta, and look at the way they came out. And look at my fugazi. It even came out better than I thought though. So look at it. The lines are kind of joining. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Bye.